That's crazy, Jola. Little baby.
Yep.
Hi, and welcome to Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, one of the largest crowds in college football assembled here. We have a midseason matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. We'll see a team that's had a chance to rest from a bye week, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the winners of 5 straight, Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get to this game going. NC State will kick it off to get us underway. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. And now from the pistol formation. They're going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. And the single back takes the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, this defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Back to throw. It's DeMarco. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Try and muscle for the first down. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And then first down, right back to the running game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that previous play. They'll hand it off. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Razor.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Wow, you love to see this first drive of the game, and the offense goes to the ground game to come up with that critical first down here on third down. Impressive, and now they get a real shot here inside the 10-yard line.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You've got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result...
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the single back takes the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, right now, this defense seems to be sitting back, worried about the pass game. They better cheat a safety down, have an extra guy down in the box to help against this run game, because they are getting ripped apart up front.
Penn State 7, NC State 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
NC State now operating in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The back's got it.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from a running game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the handoff. Breaking through defenders. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that battle.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. So it makes him one of the top backs in the country.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good.
The kick is good. That ties the game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner looking to make a play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Fighting off the defender. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can be able to pick up those yards, get those first downs.
Handoff to the single back. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Back to pass. It's DeMarco. Going for a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the Nittany Lions will have to kick it away.
To punt it away.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Some hard running there through a tackle. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Penn State. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. With a takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Tackled on the play, but there is a flag down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty makes it 1st and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's up and good.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 14.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner decides to field it. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this first half play. To the air, it's DeMarco. He's going to take off. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Looks like one more play here before halftime. He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And Indy Lions will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. At the 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Touchdown. NC State. Number 85 with the carry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7.
That makes the score. NC State.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
14.
And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The linebacker's shifting around now. Ball handed off. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Dropping back, it's DeMarco. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 25. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. No chance to catch him.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Try here for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down and 10 now. They'll run it to the right side. The ball is loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Of course, what a play here by this linebacker to come up with this sack. I love the call to be able to blitz him here, to be able to put pressure on the quarterback. And over the years, my gosh, I don't know if there's another school in the country that's had as many linebackers with a playmaking ability as Penn State. Micah Parsons most recently, but going back to LeVar Arrington and Sean Lee and Paul Posluszny, I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Boy, this is every defense's worst nightmare. They have everything covered downfield. The quarterback just has given up on the play, checks it down to the back. And instead of rallying to the football to keep him short of the first down, he is so elusive, he picks up first down yards.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. He'll hand it off. Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back. It's a quick grab. And he's tackled after the catch.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field to 5 wide. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looks like he's going to run it. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. Get him at second and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
They come up short on the 3rd down completion, and here comes the punt team. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to 21.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Keeping it on the ground here. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And now the handoff. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. And the Nittany Lions looking to cash in this red zone trip. Here comes the handoff. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Ball handed off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. First and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And it's second down and goal now for this offense.
Out, 55, go.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Here's a point after attempt. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll be brought down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out that you can take advantage of.
And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Gets into space at the 50. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
The completion sets up a 2nd down play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And they stop the clock with a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Timeout, NC State.
Great chance of the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along.
Couldn't hear me.
I ain't gonna let my
Perfect
mom
record.
Woo!
wait before she sees her grandbaby. Just listen to this
Well,
shit.
they're as good as anybody we've seen all year long in college football. They are headed towards that college football playoff and a shot at a national championship. Now, the thing is, they just need to remain focused on each week that lies ahead of them. If they're able to do that, they've got a dangerous football team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, Members Foul. This has been another presentation of CA Sports College Football.
Pauline Brown makes me question it, huh? I'm really trying to believe that this is not a simulation. But Pauline, you really making a good argument, huh? So if y'all don't know who Pauline Brown is, okay, Bloomfield Hills Target, yeah, she was in the parking lot. Now she old, so you know she gonna pull up to the handicap spot. Check me out. She pulled to the handicap spot. I swear this is a scene just out of Medea. Somebody pulled in front of her, and they go into the store. 2 white vans. Now hold on, I know what y'all thinking. She just mixed it in. Pauline said this out of time. And I got time for that. Okay? Pauline sits out there for 2 hours.
Oh, that's loud.
They come, scroll. I don't know their name for real, y'all. I'm talking to they come to the store. Pauline get out the car, look them up and down and said to the driver, "You hear me, nigga?" The driver said no. Boop, boop. Yeah, y'all know what boop boop
Oh,
means.
council.
No, she didn't. She sang.
Are you serious?
She said, "Where's that?" She got into leave. She opened a little bit too slow. Y'all know where he's now. She gets in the car, drives up the parking lot. Guess what happened? Police pull up.
Poop, poop.
Now, normally, in normal circumstances, this is when it would be over.
Yeah.
Police out still got some time. She gets out the car, and this police tell her to stop. She started busting at them.
Oh.
Now, somebody put the G code in to bring the car up. They put the code in the whole way. She unlocked one of them. And when they started talking, that's what she said. The Sonya Maxfield for us, the stuff that's been going on, I had to defend myself. I didn't stick all of this. Amen. They finally arrested my Pauline. Guess what she had on under the blouse?
A poop
A
vest.
PM vest. You know she kidding. And then they told she got an information. Oh, girl. Was a Marine.
Oh.
Here.
Oh.
It's not right here.
Ooh.
If you do, you are now.
Time is over.